Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, before I start, I want to let you know, I don't know if you remember in the last video I'd done, a good friend of the channel, Mike Claydon, gifted me The Making of Enter the Dragon, the out of print book by Robert Clouse. Well, for those of you that are interested in reading that particular book, you can now get it on Amazon. It's got a completely different cover. It's a softback edition and it was released on the 2nd of October 2024 and it's £23. So it's pretty reasonably priced. So for those of you, and I was one of them, that wanted to read Clouse's The Making of Enter the Dragon, well, now you can get it. Not too sure about the cover though, but there you go. Right, today's video, just a bit of fun, guys. Just a little bit of fun for Christmas. And I was thinking to myself, what would be my ultimate Bruce Lee wish list, right? And I made a bit of a list. I was going to do an advent calendar, but to be honest with you, I couldn't think of 25. So I've made my ultimate Bruce Lee wish list, right? And I thought I'd go through it with you, and I want to know your thoughts. So, without any further ado, now, this is not in any particular order, but I'd like them all.
Are you serious?
If possible. Right. First on my list is obviously The Orphan, 1960. I would love to see The Orphan on Blu-ray with all of Bruce Lee's early films. I know they're not martial art, but as a Bruce Lee fan and completist, I'd like them all on one Blu-ray, and The Orphan being the main feature. I mean, it was shot in 1960, so it was a fairly young Bruce, adolescent. And there are pictures and clips of it on the internet, but I personally have never seen the completed film or the full movie, and I would absolutely love to, in colour, on Blu-ray. That would be number one on my list, or that's the first one on my list, should I say. The second one, now I've mentioned this before, the complete Green Hornet series on Blu-ray also. Making it look as fantastic as they did with Batman, with all the extras, like I said, the outtakes, the ABC, the Harry Martin, the Milton Berle show where Bruce Lee and Van Williams appeared, and all of that, all singing and dancing on Blu-ray. Next up, Longstreet. Again, there was an official release of Longstreet with all 23 episodes as well as the TV movie. But if you look for it on eBay, it's pretty scarce and it's very, very pricey, but I would love to see that remastered on Blu-ray. Maybe with some extras, because obviously these TV shows, they probably add take 1, take 2, take 3, like they do in all shows. Maybe there's some stuff out there with Bruce in Longstreet we haven't seen yet. So I'd really like to have Longstreet, along with the Green Hornet, and along with the Orphan, all on Blu-ray. Right, next up, the Henry Wong footage. Apparently it was 10,000 feet of footage he shot during the making of Enter the Dragon, and you can see some of the footage he shot in the documentary that's in all of the Bruce Lee Blu-ray and DVD releases from the early 2000s, I do believe, and there's clips of it in the making of Enter the Dragon. But there's so much more, and Henry Wong himself has said it's sat in Warner Brothers somewhere, I'm pretty sure. And if someone who could understand Chinese writing would just go through the archives, 1973, and look up, it says Henry Wong in Chinese, Enter the Dragon. Can you just imagine? I know the archives apparently in Warner Brothers are vast, but someone could do it surely. Also, Henry Wong shot some footage for Game of Death. Again, we would love to see this. I mean, obviously Arrow got so much in their final Game of Death documentary, but there's more. We know there's more. Also, the lost Game of Death footage. Now, you may have seen it on YouTube. I know Charles Damiano done a great video showing that footage, and it's really, really poor quality of Bruce doing these high kicks and jumping up towards Kareem. Well, apparently that was shot via a monitor. Apparently, this is what I've heard, that Robert Lee was showing that and someone was filming it on a monitor, so that's why there's not the completed footage, and Robert apparently got the ump and stormed off with it because someone was trying to film it. Now, it's either in the hands of Robert Lee or his sister Phoebe Lee, but it is somewhere. So that poor quality footage is because it was filmed off a monitor. I would love to see the full thing, I really, really would. Also on my list, number 6, the Anna Capri footage. Now, we have seen a portion of that in also the making of Enter the Dragon, but it would be lovely if someone could compile it together with a load of other pieces of Enter the Dragon paraphernalia, with maybe some audio commentary over the top of it, you know, some in-depth what was going on at the time when she was filming these bits, because obviously we know she had a cine camera. We've seen some of the footage and it is amazing. Right, talking of Enter the Dragon, I saw on Golden Bell Training's YouTube channel, he put out a post maybe a month ago now actually, that Samo himself has some behind the scenes footage of the opening fight to Enter the Dragon between Bruce Lee and Samo. Can we see that please? I suppose when his friends come over, Samo will put that on and say, look at that, but no one else has seen it. I don't know if this is true, I'm not sure, but this is what Golden Bell put on his channel. I'd love to see that. Also, I've heard, and also when I interviewed Steve in here, Steve Kerridge, apparently there's some Way of the Dragon outtakes floating around somewhere. I'm a little sceptical on this one, and I do feel the reason why Arrow never had the original negatives, I think maybe Bruce Lee had destroyed it, but I have heard rumours that there are some outtakes floating around somewhere. You ain't going to be able to do an amazing fight scene like that with Chuck Norris in one take, or the superb double nunchaku routine. Whoever's got it, come on, share it. Also, another thing, number 9, the Lost Fist of Fury trailer. We know we've seen a photo of Bob Baker and Bruce Lee butted up against each other, and there are videos of Bob Baker talking about that on YouTube, and apparently Bruce Lee runs down the stairs and they butt against each other, but they was both really laughing, and apparently it says coming soon, Fist of Fury. I would love to see that trailer. Some people said they've seen it before. I never have. Someone unearth this gem. It's only a trailer. Right, number 10, the Brilliant Life of Bruce Lee documentary. Obviously I've delved into this. I spoke about it with the Kung Fu Genius. Alex has seen it numerous times and it always brings him to tears. And the people that have been fortunate enough to go to Hong Kong and visit the museum, they said the similar sort of thing. We'd love to see this documentary released. I know a lot of us wrote off to the Hong Kong Museum, but we sort of all got a knockback. I would love to see that released to the general public. Fingers crossed on that one. Right, number 11, the Blondie episode. Episode 13, pick on a bully your own size, or pick on someone your own size. It depends whether you go to Wiki for the information or the Internet Movie Database. But it was aired on the 9th of January 1969, and that is in CBS's vaults. I know it is. Obviously it got canned. Blondie. But we want to see Bruce Lee as the karate instructor, and you can see Will Hutchinson talking quite fondly about his time he spent with Bruce Lee. It's on YouTube, check it out.
The fastest I ever saw? Easy. Bruce Lee, by gum.
Right, number 12, Marlo on Blu-ray. That could be amazing.
The word is you are a cool cat.
Not everyone's a big fan of Marlo, and I know Bruce Lee's only in it twice. Anyone who's fortunate enough to have Steve Kerridge's book, The Red Smith, The Unseen Bruce Lee, Steve paid a lot of money and actually got the original negatives. There's loads of photos because Bruce Lee and Red Smith done what they called the Marlo tour and flew around America. And there are photos of Bruce Lee in that book, and there's coloured film cameras filming it. So somewhere, there's this footage of Bruce Lee talking while there's karate demonstrations going on. I'd love this, but can you imagine Marlo put together with a bit of that footage, maybe some rare photos that Steve has unearthed from Red Smith? It would make an amazing, amazing Blu-ray. Right, 13. Enjoy Yourself Tonight. Now, we all know Bruce Lee appeared many times on Enjoy Yourself Tonight, popular Hong Kong TV show. Bruce would turn up randomly, bursting out of a birthday cake and all of that. Well, them interviews have got to be somewhere. And some footage that you see of it is really clear, and there are some stuff on YouTube where, again, it looks like it's filmed for a rotten old monitor and it's really poor quality. I'd love them interviews because Bruce was on there just a few days before he passed. It would be amazing to sort of get some more insight of what was going on, you know. And throughout 1970, 71, 72 and 73, Bruce Lee appeared on Enjoy Yourself Tonight, so that would be out of this world. Number 14, The Big Boss Uncut. With the saw scene, with the manager, you know, there was more when they cut up the two cousins, you know, who discovered the drugs in the ice. Apparently there was some more footage there. After the burning cart scene. We've all got a bit of egg on our face for that one, haven't we? After the cart scene, they go home and James Chen is sort of bragging about the fight they had. Maria Yi walks in. There are photos of it. Also, as Bruce sees old uncle off to the boat, there's a clip of Mary Yi looking at the sunrise in the morning and she's holding a tray with tea on it. There's photos of the three of them stood there. We want to see the full Big Boss with the saw in the head scene. That would be great. Number 15. I'm coming down to the last few now, guys. The Way of the Dragon Redux. As we know, some of the shots in Way of the Dragon are shot out of focus, and now we have the AI technology. I know some people are like, no, we'll stay well away from it, but we will always have the original one that we've got. Wouldn't you like to see it cleaned up? I would. If AI could put that into focus and really sharpen up them bits, it would be amazing. I would love to see that. As a double box, have the original one and the Redux. I would love that. Right, number 16. Bamboo and Dragons. You know, the John Saxon. We had a little tease last year. I can't wait for this thing to be aired. I would love to see this documentary because there's a couple of bits where Bob Hall's grabbing Bruce by the ankle in Enter the Dragon that we'd never seen before. Bruce sort of turns around and stops. They may only be little nuggets, but it'll be an amazing documentary and I can't wait for it. Been waiting all year to hear and there's been no new news. Obviously, Ang Lee, we've got to wait for that one. I've not heard no news about Bruce Lee, the movie done by Ang Lee, starring his son, but that one will be coming down the pipeline. 18. The Bruce Lee film soundtracks. Now we've got the Big Boss, the Peter Thomas score, and we've obviously got the Lalo Schifrin End of the Dragon on vinyl. But wouldn't it be nice to have the Big Boss, the Joseph Koo, Fist of Fury, and also we've got John Barry's Game of Death, and the Way of the Dragon, all completely remastered, all the dialogue taken out, and just clear music. I would love that to happen, I really would. Right, and also all the other Bruce Lee documentaries that we have released on Blu-ray. Would be amazing if they could somehow put them together as a box set of all Blu-rays with all the documentaries in. I can't really see that happening though, because different companies and licensings and all that lot. But I'd like to see some of them done, because some of them, the quality's not great, but some of the info and interviews in the documentaries are marvellous. And this is just, for me personally, The Legend of Bruce Lee, the TV series on Blu-ray as well. We know there's 50 episodes and they're nearly an hour long each. I have them as files on my computer, but they're all in Chinese. Even the English bits are in Chinese and it's just got subtitles. I know this is the movie, the Legend of Bruce Lee, but I would like to have all 50 episodes in one big box set. So there you go. Which of these gems that I've just mentioned would you like to see? Tell me your top 5, if any of them. And also, have I missed any? Is there any gem of Bruce Lee that we know is out there or has been released that I forgot to mention? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. This stuff is out there. Not all of it, maybe some of it is myth now, but I believe some of this stuff is out there somewhere, in a dusty old canister, in a drawer. Right, so let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think of my list. Let me know your top 5 that you would like to see, and if I have actually missed any. Right, that's it. Like I said, just a little bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun coming up to Christmas. Right. I will try and get another video out. I probably won't be able to do a Saturday comments video. We're having loads going on in the real world. But I will do another video, just a little Christmas, wish you a Merry Christmas video just before. Because we've only got a week now. Wow, it's come around quick this year. It's really gone quick. Right, so before I go, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you that take the time to watch the videos, comment on the videos, and give them a nice big thumbs up. It really does help the video get spread far and wide. And of course, my amazing patrons. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Right, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have yourselves an amazing rest of the week, guys. Much love. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care now.